Hey y'all, this is AL Thick Madame. It's Cinnamon Sugar, and this is going to be a what a day slash married man side heifer saga child. I guess I don't know. Hold on. Listen, I actually could have had something uploaded before the end of this morning, but I'm gonna get into why I didn't. It's gonna be interesting. So, this is what I just put on my lips. For those of y'all who are new here, don't know nothing about it, Brielle. This is dope. This is one of my friend's products, and it works well. Look at my lips. Look at them. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. And they keep my lips moisturized. They keep my lips moisturized, child. My lips, I ain't got time for my lips to bust open. If you ain't never had that happen to you before, I'm gonna need for you to understand that that's a place you never want to visit. And that has happened to me before. Once I thought I could just lick my lips and be good. No, no. So yeah, go ahead and check out his site, BRIELLL, and the three L's stand for luxury lasting lips. So yeah, you can find him on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. Just type in Brielle with three L's, BRIELLL, and you will find him. The best way to get straight to the website is to go onto Instagram under Brielle, and the whole name of the company will come up. And you could just go to the link in the bio or, the main page. You'll see it. But it says something about big cartel, whatever. That's what a lot of, small businesses and even big businesses, they go through. I guess there's a small fee that you have to pay that's cheaper than what other people go through. I don't know. But anyway, go check him out. As of right now, honey is the only one that he has. To me, it smells like honey and tastes like honey. I try my best not to taste it, eat it, or whatever. And it's kind of irresistible. But that's a good thing because there are some that taste terrible and you're not even trying to lick your lips. And it's like, this seems like poison right here. Like, what is going on? Tastes like you're tasting off. Anyway, let me go ahead and get into what's been going on. So today, y'all, listen. Okay, let me calm down because this threw me off. This threw me all the way off rip. So went to work. Today is my second to last day. You know what I'm saying? The day before my day off. You know what I'm saying? And, well, the day before my last day of work for the work week. That's what I was supposed to say. Okay, so I came into work. Side heifer and like two other people are standing up blocking where we look at the schedule. Now, as we already know, that mug could change at the drop of a dime. All week it said I was going to be the breaker, but I don't trust it. People don't be showing up. I don't know what's going on. So let me make sure. So I don't be caring that heifer is right there. And I need to see where I'm at. So get out my way so I can see what's going on. So I went, as close as I could, because what I do is I take a picture of the schedule as well, because people have a tendency to walk up to me and ask me questions about who in this department, who doing this and all this other crap. So I usually know, but sometimes if I was in a hurry, I might have forgotten or I didn't get a chance to see because I'm searching for my name. Wherever I'm at is where I'm really trying to figure out and go there and go to the meeting if I need to go. So since I'm the breaker, yet again, I didn't go to the meeting. Like, I already know what I got to do. I had to do the most hated task later on today. So I was just like, child, I'm not going to the meeting. I already know what y'all want me to do. Ain't no reason to search for me. Ain't no reason for you to talk to me in the meeting. Don't look for me. I already know what I got to do. Like, I already got to prepare my mind for that as it is. So anyway, I see where I'm going to be at. Child, y'all, I'll be back. This boy calling me, that be doing the least. Hold on. Okay, y'all. So that boy ain't want nothing. He'll never want nothing. He at his mama house. He went on his mama to get off work, and I think his mama takes care of her mama, which of course, is his grandmother, and he has his kids with him. I ain't hear his kids for a while, and I just was like, I kept saying to myself, well, dang, where the kids at? Because normally after a few minutes, one or both of them at least start crying or whining or something, and I was like, where the children at though? And then, I finally heard one like start crying or something. I was like, I was about to ask you where the kids at. He was like, they're always with me. I'm a father. I'm a real father. I was like, I'm not gonna go. We're not gonna do that because I don't know, and so I be trying to play him a little bit. I be trying to play him a little bit, but anyway, I gotta get into the drama with him because I'll get there. So okay, y'all. I done went over here. I'm waiting on this heifer to move so I can take a picture of the schedule. Finally get the picture so that I can take a picture of the schedule. I need to know what's going on. In my mind, I don't know why. For a minute, well, I know what happened. I looked at the schedule from yesterday. For whatever reason, they still had the schedule up from yesterday, and I looked at it. I was like, "Oh, I'm in my department. I'm, running late. Not really, but I needed to be at the meeting, like right then, in my mind, right? Because for some reason, I'm saying to myself, I am over there. Child, I was the breaker. So when it's like that, I'll just put my stuff up real quick. Well, I put my stuff down in a little safe area, if you will. That's the best way I can put it. Put it down somewhere, and then I was going to come back, put it up, and then, retrieve my items for work. Well, when I rounded the corner, the married man was standing there. And I said, oh, God, here we go. I just be like, please, just don't say nothing to me. Like, please, no. And keep in mind, there are at least 5 to 7 other people in that area with people washing hands and all this other stuff. So he doing what he doing. And so I'm like, dang, I got to get this. I had to get something so that I could, in my mind, go straight to the meeting. But then I don't know why. It's like when I got to it, I was like, I ain't going to this meeting. I could have just went and got my stuff and took my time. Anyway, so I was like, well, since I'm already here, whatever. Tell me why. What I needed was right next to him. And I'm just like, why is he standing right here? So I said, okay, he paying attention to something else. He ain't gonna say nothing to me. Good. Lies. So I'm right next to him getting something. I barely put my hand on the item that I went over there to get. And this man said, your hair looks so nice. I like that. I was like, why is he so loud? I really was like, why? Why is he so loud? He said it loud. Keep it behind the side heifer is right around the corner. And I'm like, sir, don't nobody else in this building sound like you. I'm going to need for you not to be saying nothing to me at all. But if you're going to say something, you need to say it in a whole lot lower tones and whatnot. What is going on? Why is your voice so loud? So anyway, I was like, oh, thank you. Like, I try to play it off. I always do this. I try to play it off like I didn't know he was talking to me. So I looked up and he was looking in my face by this time because he was looking in the mirror at me. That's why I thought I was safe. That's when I realized after he said what he said, I'm like, oh, you saw me in the mirror. Instead of looking and turning, looking right at me. You saw me in the mirror and decided to say something. Then he looked at me. Because I'm the type of person that I'll take a pause for the cause. And I'm like, are they talking to me? Child. Anyway, so I was like, oh, thank you. And I was like, yeah, let me walk away from you. So I walked back around the corner. Because like I said, it dawned on me, I'm the breaker. I don't need to even be over here. Like, I wouldn't have even seen you had I not come over here. I ain't seen him no more for the rest of the day, mind you. And I'm like, golly, here we go. So I'm just like, why he so loud in this heifer right here? Don't nobody have time. I don't want to have to stomp this heifer out. I really don't want to have to go there. But if she ever was to try to roll up first, because she has created this Anna, I'm going to have to stomp her out. I'm sorry. I'm going to have to. It's going to have to happen. I'm just saying. Anyway, so I went back around the corner, and by this time, this heifer finally gone. She done had to beg somebody to take her spot because she didn't want to work with the dude that she created drama with. And because I was just saying to myself, oh, okay, I ain't got to even see this heifer because she was going to be over in the new department. I ain't got nothing to do with the new department at this time. So I'm like, yeah. So, but yeah, she done begged her partner to switch with her. And so she was like, oh, okay, well, who was I originally supposed to be with? And so she was going to be with the new dude who I already told y'all about that I am, I guess you could say we're friends on the PlayStation Network. I don't be on the game like that. I need to get back to it, but it's probably not going to happen. It's not going to happen right now. I got to stop though, because it is a stress reliever. it is a stress reliever to play Call of Duty. And the fact that I'm actually decent at it only makes it even more fun. But anyway, I digress. So, yeah, she switched with her, and then she went up there, which was gonna be in my department. So if you're in my department, usually they break each other out, and I'm like, good, I still ain't got nothing to do with you. So I already knew that I was gonna have to do the most hated task today. I just didn't know what time, and I saw a time on the schedule, but I went and I talked to the person who works in the most hated department, and one was gonna happen within the next 2.5 hours, and the next one was gonna happen within 4 hours. So I was like, okay, y'all, when I tell y'all my hand hurt so bad, I was like, somebody please. Like, it already was a task before I sprained my hand. Child, my hand was going through. I was like, oh no. I kept having to switch hands, but this is my dominant hand. So while I'm trying to, do what I need to do with the other hand, I'm over here like doing hand therapy and all that stuff. I'm like, child, I ain't got time for this. Like, it's bad. The situation was so bad that when we were done with the first part, I told old girl, I was like, look, we need to find a supervisor and tell her what's going on, because we don't need people coming in behind us saying we didn't do our job, because they're quick to do that. Try to make it seem like we didn't do what we were supposed to do. So I tried to call her on the radio. She wouldn't answer on none of the channels that I tried her on, because she's normally on one of two channels. If you're a supervisor, you're usually on one of two channels. And if you're my supervisor, I already know what channel you're going to be on. So, it is what it is. He's the only one that's on a completely different channel 99% of the time. Unless he's the only supervisor there, then he will go to the channel that the other supervisors are on. My bad. So anyway, tried to call her. She wouldn't respond. So I was like, dang, I'm trying to talk to her, because I asked the old girl, she went to break. She went to her second break, which was lunch. And so she was like, I'm going to try to catch her, and hopefully I'll catch her in the office. And then you try to catch her too, so that, if it's coming from two people, they can't try to make it seem like nobody said anything. I was like, oh yeah, because I'm going to tell them. Because anytime I know that somebody might try to create a lie or a situation out of something, I'm quick to be like, nope, I'm going to tell the supervisor so it can be documented and that they know that this was something that was said. Like, you ain't finna lie on me. You're not finna lie, and you're not finna bring up something and try to make it seem like I ain't do my job. That's something I don't like, because there have been there have been situations that have been not deep at all that people created and made it into a situation. And I'm like, baby, I ain't got time for it. I'm here to do my job and go home. It ain't never finna be that serious. And it's usually something that you could have came directly to me and said, or it wasn't even nothing for you to discuss. Like, some people really will create an issue when there is no issue to have. So anyway, by this time, since she went to break, then I'm left with the young dude I told y'all about, who got 2 kids. So I told y'all yesterday that he left out talking about he was sick. Well, he trying to act like he, getting over something. When he was just talking to me a little while ago, he was coughing or whatever. I still don't believe he was sick like that. He didn't want to pull that 12. He had to pull a 12 today when he came in. According to him, he was still sick, not feeling better, not feeling the way he was supposed to, feeling better or whatever. Y'all was not feeling better. So tell me why, when I first came over there, I said, okay, I'm gonna feel you out. I'm trying to figure out what's going on here. He ain't said nothing. So I'm like, okay. I don't know what's going on here. So I walked back by again. And it's like he gave me a half of a head nod or whatever. And I'm like, you really trying to play that role like you sick? If you were sick like that, you shouldn't have came in today. You know what I'm saying? Today is Monday, sir. Did he go to the top of the rotation list today? Yeah, he just went to the top of the rotation list yesterday. That's what it is. But anyway, I'm like, you went to the top of the rotation list yesterday. You got out of working. All you worked was 3.5, 4 hours, and that's it. And you were supposed to pull a 12 yesterday. You supposed to pull a 12 today. So what was the point of you coming into work if you really are sick like that? I'm not coming up in here if I'm sick like that. Like the way you was trying to make it seem like you were sick yesterday. Oh, I wouldn't have came back. Not today. I wouldn't have came back. And he came in here. You know how some people, they be like, ooh, I got to, stick with this lie And so they'll fake the funk for. I'm like, I don't believe you. So anyway, he ain't speaking. So I'm like, oh. So at first I was like, you know what? I'm not even gonna speak. I'm not gonna speak because you want to act funny. Didn't respond to me yesterday after he left or nothing. Ain't said nothing to me at all from the time he left up until the following day when work started. So I was like, okay, whatever you want to do, I'm going to roll with it because I don't care. We are not friends in real life. We are work associates. You know, it was cool while it lasted. Like, I had a lot of good laughs, but if this is how it's going to end, cool, that's fine. Child. I rolled up on him because at first I was like, nah, I ain't going to say nothing. But then I was like, you know what? That's the old me. The new me is going to roll up because I need to know what the problem is. I ain't never had no issues with you outside of the fact that you are trash. Let me stop, y'all. Like, he just lazy. I just, Anyway, we've been cool when it comes to working and, you know, being able to laugh and, you know, it make the day go by. So I said, oh, so you acting funny today? He was like, huh? What you talking about? I said, you acting funny today. You can't speak, nothing. He gonna halfway say what's up or something. I was like, you know what? Okay. All right. So I did just like this. I smiled because I'm like, you're not going to ruin my day. I'm not allowing anybody's bad energy, their vibes, anything that is not conducive to my happiness and my peace. I'm not allowing you to disrupt what I got going on because I'm actually like genuinely happy. Like I was really happy. When I first came in, even when I saw the side heifer, I was still smiling because you're not going to take my joy. So anyway, I was like, okay, I can play that game since you want to act funny. I ain't got nothing else to say to you. So if you ever want to speak to me again, you're going to have to be the first one to say something. That's what I'm saying to myself. So I walked off. I said, yeah, all right, do what you do. So then less than 15 minutes later, this fool approached me. And all of a sudden he got all the First of all, before he even approached me, I felt something on my leg. This fool had balled up a piece of paper and threw it at me. And so I looked between my legs because I didn't know what was going on. He threw a piece of paper at me. So I turned around slowly and I looked. I was like... And then he gonna kind of smirk. And then keep looking at me, kept turning around and then looking back at me smirking. I was like, I will stab you up in here. So anyway, so I just ignored him. I'm prepping myself for the most hated task. So I go back to doing what I was doing. So then less than 5 minutes later, he roll up and stand next to me and post up. And I was like, ignore him. Just ignore him. Because if you ignore him, it's going to bother him. Like people are so hurt when I ignore them. But I was like, you know what? I'm going to turn around. And I was like, what? And so he starts trying to act normal. And I'm looking at him like, nah, bro, you was not giving me conversation earlier. You was acting funny yesterday. What's going on? He was like, man, I was sick, whatever. I was like, whatever. So anyway, now he's trying to act normal again. And I'm like, yeah, I'm not here for this. Like, I hear you, but whatever. So he back to normal. Tell me why. He gonna try to break the ice, and then out of nowhere, he gonna come out of nowhere talking about some, what you got on, you smell good. I was like, what we not gonna do with this? I'm not telling you what I'm wearing, first of all. That is none of your concern. Like, there are very, very select few perfumes that I wear that I will tell somebody what it is. I only told one person what I'm wearing. That particular one that I was wearing today, it smells so good, y'all. That bottle almost gone too. It's over $100 and something, child. It's not really a situation that's on sale, the bigger bottle like that. Like, if you catch it, it must be like Christmas or something. If you catch it for between 60 and 75, I guess. But it's over $100. And it's worth every single penny. I never would have thought. But it's good. And it's almost gone. But anyway, he done went off. I said, that's none of your concern. Don't worry about what I got on. So he was like, oh, okay. It's like that. I was like, yeah. I'm not telling you what I'm wearing. Don't worry about all that. Don't worry about me, sweetheart. Don't worry about it. That's what I told him too. I said, don't worry about it, sweetheart. Don't worry about it. So, like I said, he back to normal. And he was like, yeah, I'm slowly but surely getting my energy back up. I was like, there was no energy to get back up anyway because you weren't sick. He was like, I am sick. I was like, sir, why are you here today? Like, why are you here if you're so sick? Like, I'm tired of the lies. The lies have to stop at some point. So anyway, according to him, he really is sick, and he's just feeling better today and whatever. And I'm like, sir, you do know you got to pull a 12 today. They need 3 bodies today, and today is Monday, which means unless ignorant folks then called out that are higher up on the rotation list than me, y'all finna pull these 12s and not me. So yeah, he acting normal. So anyway, everything happened the way it was supposed to happen. Myself and the other person, we went to go do the most hated task. We had to go do the first half. Child, when I tell y'all my hand was going through. I was like, oh no. Y'all got to figure out something else because this is just not it. So, she went to break. He kept coming down there trying to talk to me while I was taking her spot. I'm looking at him like, now, sir. So anyway, I ended up catching up with the supervisor because for some reason she wouldn't answer on the radio. And I'm like, what is going on? So she came up there because she wanted to know if something that is supposed to be done upstairs, if it was something that we weren't doing because they weren't receiving what they needed downstairs. And I was like, no. I got up and I went and looked at it. And I was like, they must not have what they need on downstairs. And she saw it. She was like, yeah, they must not have it on. It was like, you got this heifer coming up these steps for no reason. So anyway, speaking of, that supervisor is so cool. Like, she's always nice. Like, she can, she can do what she need to do. She does her job well. She's a great supervisor, but she's always come correct. She'll never come at you sideways. She'll never come at you like she's mean and evil and all that stuff. And I feel like just because you're a supervisor, you don't have to be that. I feel like you can be stern, but still be, relatable, and you can come at people in a way where it's not off-putting, and that's the way she does, and I love it. So anyway, I was like, I'm so glad you came up here. I've been trying to call you on the radio, and I couldn't get you, and I told her what the situation was, and I told her, like, if she needed to verify and try it for herself, because when I tell y'all my shoulder, arm, and hand was hurt so bad, I was like, when I tell you, I can't, like, I could not do it no more. I was like, I did what I could do. I can't do it. And the other person, this is her department. This is something normal that she does, and it was terrible. She couldn't do it either. So I was like, if you need to go verify for yourself and then let them know, because there are going to be people who are going to come in behind us that might try to say something because they've done that before. And I'm like, child, y'all be doing the least. But she was like, okay. She was like, what I'm going to do is I'm going to send an email out to everybody so they'll know. Because they love trying to blame us for stuff. Because I just be like, I'm covering myself. Y'all not finna sit up here and lie on me. That's something I can't stand. So later on, the woman who was working up there asked me, did I see her? I said, actually, she came up there. I kept trying to call on the radio. She came up there and I told her. And she said she was going to send an email out. And they have a meeting. Like, I think the supervisors have a meeting every morning with the next incoming supervisor or group of supervisors. And she was going to bring it up outside of just having it in the email, just in case they didn't open the email before they got to the meeting. So anyway, that happened. We ended up having to do the last thing. That department was going to be not operational anymore. So old boy eventually came and helped to do the task. And it went by pretty fast because this time we had 4 people instead of just myself and her. So the process went by a lot faster. I'm glad. I really hate doing that job. It's just a lot. My clothes going to either get dirty or it's going to be a miracle if they don't get dirty when I'm in that department, or if I'm in mine and certain things are happening. I hate it. It's ridiculous. But I already knew what the situation was going to be, but I was like, I'm not going to sit up here and be like, oh no, I'm not going to wear what I was going to wear because of that. Like, no, I'm still going to wear this shirt. So ended up going on my lunch break. And so I said to myself, ain't nothing going on. Like, everybody else is doing fine. I had already told the other people they're going to have to break themselves out because I literally was going to be indisposed. I was not going to be able to break them out for their first break because I was going to be somewhere doing the absolute most, sweating up a storm, dying over there. And that's what I was doing. Like, they were on time. I was shocked. They were on time with everything they said it was going to be today. So I was like, okay then. So They took care of themselves. Like I said, the side heifer and old boy who I added on the PlayStation Network, who as a friend, they were over in my department working or whatever, child, and it was what it was. So after we were done, we all basically went to lunch at the same time. And I just was like, I'm not coming back for an hour. Like, I don't care. Like, ain't nothing going on. I'm not coming back. So I took my break and did what I had to do. Then right when I was going to come back, somebody, old boy, texted me and was like, yo, you going to have to go home. They sending you home. And I was like, you a lie. He was like, no, I'm not. And so before I got the last message of him saying that he's not lying, the person that was working in the staffing office, she came and she was like, okay, you going home. I was like, why? I just want to know what's going on. I mean, I already knew, but I still wanted to hear from her. But anyway, they were going to have too many people, and a unique situation happened, because typically the way it goes is if you don't have to stay over or they don't need any bodies, meaning people to stay over for the next shift, the priority goes to whoever is at the top of the rotation list as to whether or not they want to go home, and then you go down. Today, I am considered to be the only person there that is at the actual bottom. Right now, there are 2 people below me, but I'm still at the bottom of the rotation list, so to speak. I'm still at pretty low. So since they needed 3 bodies, I am the first person that they would have been able to say, okay, you can go home. So I got off 2 hours early, y'all. So I was happy. I went to the store. I actually went and filled my car up. Gas is high, Lord. I put $25 in there, yesterday? When I was like, it's raining. I don't feel like doing all of this when I get off work, because I be so tired and so focused when I get off work. I be so ready to get up out of there. I really forgot that I hadn't been putting no gas in my car. I make a point to say, okay, between this day and this day, I'm going to stop at the place where I have a membership and I'm going to put gas in my car. I kept forgetting. I ain't never let my car get this empty, y'all. It was so bad. The gas thing finally came on. I've never seen it before. I never knew what it looked like. So I was like, oh, because like yesterday when I was on my way to work, when it was raining a little bit on the way into work, there's a little thing that you can kind of cycle through, and it'll tell you how many more miles you have until you hit empty. And at the time it said 50 some miles, but it was like already on E. So I was like, okay. I know a long time ago that with certain vehicles, once it hits a certain number, once that light come on, you normally have like 30 miles or something before it'll cut off. I've heard that in some cases it's actually a little bit less. Don't take that as 100% accurate. And I'm like, I don't like to go below a fourth of a tank myself, but I really kept forgetting. I was like pushing it, going straight to the house. Or if it's raining, I go to the house, because like, what's the point of me going to the car wash? But usually I go to the car wash and be like, nope, I'm going straight to the house, and I would completely forget. So that's what had been happening. Put $25 in there yesterday. Got to the pump today, I put $45. I don't have an SUV. Like, what is going on here? I don't have a small SUV or nothing. I have a normal, like, regular car, but it's because it's premium gas, child. I was just like, come on now. Come on now. But it is what it is. Y'all, I went to the store after that, after I got gas. Walked around there for a little while. Ended up getting some work pants and things. Like, I love a good deal on some work pants, child. I love joggers. Joggers are my best friend. I look good in joggers, apparently, but they're comfortable. That's why I be wearing them. I'm like, I'm not wearing them for y'all. I'm wearing them for my comfort. Thanks. Child, I be looking at these people like, they be like, she wearing them pants. And then word will get back to me. I'm like, can y'all stop though? So anyway, got some good deals on some joggers. Oh my gosh. And they're great for like moments like now when it's really, really hot. Yeah, it's supposed to be moisture wicked and all that stuff. Less than $10 per pair. As big as I am, as much booty and hip as I have, child, it's a miracle. That's why I snatch up stuff like that with the quickness. Let me stop. Anyway, so did that. Then I went home and I watched a little bit of the Umbrella Academy. Then when I said, okay, let me finally finish it. Y'all been trying to finish the Umbrella Academy for like the last 2-3 weeks. I'm so tired. I'm on the 3rd season. I should have been done. Like, stuff always pop off. Child, I'm over here. I'm sitting right here looking at it on the TV. I'm like, oh, okay. Like, I got it on pause right now. I'm like, okay, I should be able to finish this. Because I done took a nap, y'all. But no, this is before I even took a nap. So I'm like, oh, okay, I should be able to finish this. Lies. I don't know what was going on. I guess because of all that stuff I did before I left, my eyes got so heavy. I was like, oh no. I could feel myself fighting it like really hard. I was like, no. What I'm not going to do is this. Like, at one point in time, I had bit down on the inside of my mouth and didn't realize I was doing it. Then I woke up. I was like, why my lip hurt on the inside? Why my mouth hurt on the inside like this? And I had been biting. I did this. I was like, what is wrong with me? I said, oh no, y'all. I was so tired in my spirit. I got up. I said, no. First of all, y'all, I tried to do this number. I thought I was going to be able to get through. I was going to try to do this and just lay down on the couch. Like, a lot of times, I used to love being on the couch. Like, when everything first happened with my ex, I wouldn't go and sleep in the bed or none of that. I would just lay on the couch. I just couldn't. I just was like, why? I don't know what it was. I would politely stretch out on this couch, and it was comfortable because there are reclining elements and stuff that are going on with this couch. So I was like, yeah, let me do it like that. Child, I don't know what was going on today. I was like, nah. But after that happened, I said, oh no, let me get up from here. So I went, set my alarm for an hour from that time. I said, oh, I'm going to get up in an hour because I want to make sure I'm good and tired when it's time for me to go to sleep to go back into work tomorrow unless they call me off. Man, I looked at that clock. I looked at my alarm when it went off. I said lies and went right back to sleep. I didn't get back up until like almost 12, y'all. I was like, what is wrong with me? What is going on? I was not trying to sleep like that, y'all, but I'm up. Old boy ended up calling me. My phone was on vibrate, so I didn't know he called me. So I came back in here and I was like, I'm gonna eat lunch. So I ate lunch. After I ate lunch, he had called me, like, I guess like when I started eating my lunch. So I was like, oh, I didn't know that boy called me because I had my phone somewhere else, so I didn't even hear it vibrate. Child, I called him back just to see what he was gonna say. So he was like, what you doing, Montgomery? And so I told him what I was doing, which is watching Umbrella Academy and all that stuff. So he started telling me about all the stuff going on at work. The new people already setting it off. Like, some dude that already rolled up on 2 people trying to holler at them. Like, I was like, y'all doing the most. And he said to himself that, because this dude, one dude in particular, he was like, man, that girl bad. Ooh, this one look good. Ooh, this one, ooh, she's so fine. He said to himself, wait till you see her, referring to me. I said, what? I thought he had told this man that. I said, don't be telling them folks nothing about me. I'm going to need for everybody to look elsewhere when it comes to me. I have nothing to offer. I'm not even trying to train y'all. I don't have nothing to offer. And I'm going to need for them not to put me with nobody else no more. I don't want to train these folks. When they leave, they are leaving because they felt like leaving. It ain't got nothing to do with me. Like, child. And so he was like, I said to myself, wait till they see you. I was like, boy, no. I ain't got time for it. But anyway, that was all that happened today, y'all. It was a mess. I still can't believe the married man set it off like that early in the morning, y'all. I was like, sir, and he was loud. I was like, oh my God, this heifer is literally around the corner. This heifer is literally less than 10 steps away, and he said it out loud. Like, he said it kind of loud. I was like, sir. Child. Anyway, y'all. Thank y'all for putting up with me, all my good old ramblings and things. I will be back, I guess, either later today for the recap review of Love and Marriage DC or tomorrow. Either way, y'all make sure y'all are safe out there. It is getting back hot now. It felt amazing this morning. It was actually freezing when I got off work, and I actually had to turn this. I had to have the heat on. Was it when I was going into work? No. When I got off work, I had to turn the heat on. I had to turn it all the way back to the hot settings. I was like, wait a minute. So yeah, it was doing the most. But anyway, y'all, thank y'all for tuning in. I appreciate it. Subscribe to my channel if you want to and you have not done so. Give this video a thumbs up. I appreciate it. Let me know what y'all got going on. What y'all got going on this week? How y'all doing? Happy Monday. All right. Y'all take care and stay cool. I'll see y'all next time. Bye.